Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Cultural Influences on Interpersonal Interactions. Cultural influences on interpersonal interactions play a crucial role in the realm of strategic communication, particularly within the fields of psychology and sociology. Understanding these influences necessitates a deep dive into the nuances of cultural norms, values, and communication styles that shape the way individuals interact with one another. Culture, as a shared set of practices and beliefs, significantly impacts the manner in which people convey and interpret messages, thereby influencing the effectiveness of interpersonal communication. One of the fundamental aspects of cultural influence on interpersonal interactions is the concept of high-context and low-context cultures, as introduced by anthropologist Edward T. Hall. High-context cultures, such as those in Japan, China, and many Arab countries, rely heavily on implicit communication and nonverbal cues. In these cultures, communication is often indirect, with a significant portion of the message being conveyed through context, body language, and tone of voice. Conversely, low-context cultures, such as the United States and Germany, prioritize explicit communication where messages are direct, clear, and detailed. This dichotomy can lead to misunderstandings in intercultural interactions, as individuals from high-context cultures may perceive low-context communicators as blunt or insensitive, while those from low-context cultures might find high-context communicators to be vague or evasive. Additionally, individualism and collectivism are critical cultural dimensions that influence interpersonal interactions. According to Hofstede's cultural dimensions theory, individualistic cultures, such as those in the United States and Western Europe, emphasize personal autonomy, self-expression, and individual achievements. In such cultures, communication tends to be self-centered, with individuals prioritizing their own opinions and goals. In contrast, collectivistic cultures, such as those in East Asia and Latin America, value group harmony, family ties, and collective well-being. Communication in these cultures is often group-oriented, with a focus on maintaining harmony and avoiding conflict. These differing cultural orientations can affect various aspects of communication, including conflict resolution, decision-making processes, and expressions of politeness and respect. Cultural influences also extend to the use of language and paralanguage in interpersonal interactions. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis posits that language shapes thought and perception, suggesting that speakers of different languages may experience the world differently. For instance, languages that have multiple words for different types of snow, such as Inuit languages, may lead speakers to perceive and describe snow with greater nuance than speakers of languages with a single word for snow. This linguistic relativity can impact cross-cultural communication, as the same word or phrase may carry different connotations and emotional weight in different languages. Paralanguage, which includes elements such as intonation, pitch, and volume, also varies across cultures and can influence how messages are interpreted. For example, in some cultures, raising one's voice may be seen as a sign of enthusiasm or passion, while in others, it may be perceived as aggression or disrespect. Nonverbal communication, including gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact, is another area where cultural influences are evident. Research indicates that while some nonverbal cues, such as smiling, are universally recognized, others are culture-specific. For instance, the gesture of nodding to indicate agreement is common in many cultures, but in Bulgaria and Greece, it can mean disagreement. Similarly, direct eye contact is often seen as a sign of confidence and honesty in Western cultures, whereas in some Asian cultures, it may be perceived as rude or confrontational. Understanding these cultural differences is essential for effective interpersonal communication, as misinterpreting nonverbal cues can lead to confusion and misunderstanding. Cultural influences on interpersonal interactions are also evident in the realm of power distance. which refers to the extent to which less powerful members of a society accept and expect power to be distributed unequally. In high-power distance cultures, such as Malaysia and Mexico, there is a greater acceptance of hierarchical order and authority, and communication tends to be more formal and deferential. In contrast, low-power distance cultures, such as Denmark and New Zealand, value equality and egalitarianism, and communication is often more informal and participatory. These cultural attitudes towards power can influence various aspects of interpersonal interactions, including the way individuals address each other, the level of assertiveness displayed, and the degree of openness in sharing opinions and feedback. Furthermore, the role of uncertainty avoidance in cultural influences on interpersonal interactions cannot be overlooked. Uncertainty avoidance refers to the degree to which members of a culture feel uncomfortable with ambiguity and uncertainty. In cultures with high uncertainty avoidance, such as Greece and Portugal, there is a strong preference for clear rules, stability, and predictability, and communication tends to be more cautious and risk-averse. In contrast, cultures with low uncertainty avoidance, such as Singapore and Sweden, are more comfortable with ambiguity and change, and communication is often more open to new ideas and experimentation. These cultural differences can impact the way individuals approach problem-solving, decision-making, and innovation in their interactions. Cultural influences on interpersonal interactions are also shaped by gender roles and expectations. In many cultures, traditional gender roles dictate different communication styles and behaviors for men and women. For example, in some cultures, men may be expected to be more assertive and dominant in their communication, while women may be expected to be more nurturing and empathetic. These gendered communication patterns can affect the dynamics of interpersonal interactions, including the way individuals express emotions, provide support, and negotiate conflicts. Understanding the cultural context of gender roles is essential for fostering effective and respectful communication across different cultural settings. Empirical research supports the significant impact of cultural influences on interpersonal interactions. A study by Gutekunst and Matsumoto found that cultural differences in communication styles, such as directness and indirectness, were associated with varying levels of intercultural communication competence. The study highlighted the importance of cultural awareness and adaptability in achieving effective communication across cultures. Similarly, a meta-analysis by Oyserman, Kuhn, and Kemmelmeyer demonstrated that cultural dimensions such as individualism, collectivism, and power distance were strongly correlated with communication behaviors and preferences. These findings underscore the need for individuals to develop cultural competence and sensitivity in their interpersonal interactions. In conclusion, cultural influences on interpersonal interactions are multifaceted and pervasive, shaping the way individuals communicate, perceive messages, and interpret behaviors. High context and low context communication, individualism and collectivism, language and paralanguage, nonverbal communication, power distance, uncertainty avoidance, and gender roles are all critical factors that contribute to the complexity of intercultural communication. Understanding these cultural dimensions and their impact on interpersonal interactions is essential for mastering strategic communication and achieving influence and impact in diverse cultural contexts. By developing cultural competence and sensitivity, individuals can navigate the intricacies of intercultural communication, fostering mutual understanding and effective collaboration. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.